And the other one is at the corner of X and 34th. And I think, I drove through there today, and I'm not exactly sure which corner it is, but this homeowners association is willing to do a lot of the legwork and the real work if they can beautify it and make it not an eyesore, but they want to make sure they comply within city requirements.
Sure.
So I know Suzanne's going to be working on it, but I'll kind of keep my ear open on this project, but I don't, I can't really make any decisions about it.
Do either of you know why we acquired those, or?
Well,
Go ahead.
during a public meeting,
You don't have to.
let me just say that there's no connection to a trail system. It was a lot sold by a bank to the previous mayor took care of that.
And apparently that lot, although it is, a part of it is on the BPA easement, I know that Suzanne had talked eventually about having a trail that connects all the way through that easement with some other areas, trails, but still, the easements are actually owned by property owners, so you would have to get permission from the property owners
The
to
property's,
utilize that.
the property's owned by property owners,
Yes,
the easements
with
are
the
owned by the
easement,
utilities.
yes.
Yeah.
And so I never really saw why that piece was valuable to the city. But unfortunately, being one of the last pieces undeveloped, it became the garbage dump of the builders and the contractors,
I don't know
so.
which one of them is, so. Jim, can you maybe get a note or a reminder note over to Suzanne to see, have her take a look at
Sure.
both of those pieces and see what, how, where?
So I know where the one is on the BPA easement. What was the other one, Molly?
It's on the,
34th.
yeah, the corner of X and 34th.
Okay.
I mean, I like the idea of homeowners associations wanting to do the work for us, for these pieces of property that we have, if they're gonna lay fallow for a while. So maybe we need to start talking about some kind of a program. It's a great way to get
Or surplusing
neighbors
them.
involved.
Yeah.
Or surplusing them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, or surplus them.
Okay,
That's it.
awesome.
Yes.
That's a long ways
I don't
around.
have much. Tomorrow, I have 2 board meetings, and that's the chamber board meeting and the school board meeting. And just to make a comment, they have both commented to me how wonderful it is to have someone from the council as a liaison that's attending these meetings and the luncheons as well for the chamber. They're just happy that we are open to participation with one another again. As a matter of fact, there was a quote, "It seems like the us versus them mentality is fading." That's directly out of the minutes, so.
Well,
The
good.
school board?
No, that's
That's
from
from the
the chamber.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
wow,
from-
okay.
From Brent, so
Huh.
that was a quote from him, but
Excellent.
yeah, I thought I would
Awesome.
read that. I think it is too. I think
Well,
it
thank
is
you for
too.
taking the time,
About-
everybody, for being at those extra meetings. Dave? Paul?
Yeah, let me see, this week I've got, on Wednesday, I will be at the Battleground State of the City, Wednesday evening at 5:30 to 7:30, and the rest of them are city meetings. One thing that occurred to me, I don't have any idea whether we can do anything about it or not, but it's been all over the news about Google building these experimental, small-scale, 50,000 people, gigabit networks. By comparison, the fastest speed you can buy from Comcast is 50 megabits. So this is 20 times faster. I know that Portland and Seattle have put in proposals, but it occurred to me, I wonder if there are any small cities that have. I mean, Wichita, Kansas, I think it is, has already changed its name to Google, Kansas for a month in order to try and move themselves up the list. But there was an article in the Columbian that a high-speed internet will extend access into the gorge. I'll just read a little of it. Washougal will be the gateway to an ultra-high-speed internet access for libraries and hospitals in the Columbia River Gorge as part of an $84 million Federal Recovery Act grant awarded this week to Northwest Open Access Network in Washington. It seems to me that that would be an interesting tie-in. It certainly would make the port Steigerwald, forget what they call it now, Employment Center. Commerce Center, more attractive if we had, now Comcast is doing a build out over there. So they will have fiber over there. But I don't know if we could get together with Camas and put together a proposal for small cities in time. The fuse here is very short. But if we could do that, and Eric would probably be at least some help on that kind of thing. But if we could, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
We've got a meeting on Thursday, the Economic Development
Right.
Committee meeting. That might be a chance to hit both of them and see what they may think on that side of it. I didn't get that note out today to try and move that meeting. Maybe you and Joanne at that meeting on Thursday.
I'm sorry?
It may be you and Joanne at the meeting on Thursday.
All right,
I've got a conflict that's getting very difficult to get out of, so.
okay.
But yeah,
Could we get together then at some point over the next couple of days so I can go over with you the kinds of things you'd like to?
you bet, you bet. Anything else?
That's it.
Rod?
Wednesday, we have our first Public Works meeting, committee meeting, from 1 to 3.
Yes.
Because you're bailing out at 3:30. Have you worked any more on getting a workshop with the school board?
I sent a note to Teresa and I haven't heard anything back from her on that particular workshop itself, so. I know they've got they have a workshop of their, I don't think I've got it in this schedule, of their group in early April or early May.
You might talk to Blaine Peterson also.
I'm getting indicators that when they want to do something, it kind of gets stopped at.
Ah, okay. I can expand that one.
When the school board wants to propose an idea of meeting with us, it kind of dies at the next step, so.
Well, Teresa brought it up herself though at a meeting
Yeah,
that Trevor
so-
and I were in with her, so.
Was Blaine
Anyway,
the chair or is
he's the
Elaine?
Yeah.
chair.
Oh, Elaine.
I've heard that same thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Where's that meeting gonna be?
We'll start out here, I believe, and Mickey said that we'll have a tour of the facilities from that committee, and then I guess at a later time, they'll do the entire council. I also have a question. What's the difference and what do we get? I understand a little bit about what we get out of the chamber, but there's also a business alliance